It's Fall Down Friday, and North American Trade Agreement approved on this edition of Arbitrage State of the Bands Daily starting right now. Good morning, traders. Here's your Arbitrage State of the Bands Daily for Friday, January 17th, 2020. I'm Joshua Stark. The Senate overwhelmingly approved a new North American Trade Agreement Thursday that rewrites the rules of trade with Canada and Mexico and gives President Donald Trump a major policy win. The vote was 89-10. The measure goes to Trump for his signature. It would replace the 25-year-old North American Free Trade Agreement, known as NAFTA, that tore down most trade barriers and triggered a surge in trade. But Trump and other critics blamed that pact for encouraging U.S. companies to move their manufacturing plants south of the border to take advantage of low-wage Mexican laborers. More after this.
Powers Not Included, the comic book podcast. A podcast about comics, games, toys, and everything geek. They talk about Deadpool, Deathstroke, Deathlock, The Night of the Living Dead, and The Walking Dead. Why the fixation on dead stuff? Find out when you subscribe to Powers Not Included on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and Podbean.
Florida lawmakers are transmitting a news bulletin. The telegraph era is over. Before there was instant messaging, emails, and even corded telephones, there was the reliable telegraph to instantaneously transmit messages far and wide. Now people turn to the internet, text messaging, Twitter, and emojis to write their long-distance notes. A Florida State House committee voted Thursday unanimously to repeal telegraph regulations in an effort to clean up the legislation. Your Fall Down Friday pick engages in the provision of technology for reservoir characterization, drilling, production, and processing to the oil and gas industry. It might be time to stop filling up with Schlumberger Limited, symbol SLB, starting the day at $39.15, but it won't be there for long.
Research, fundamental experience, technical analysis, statistical probability. It's what sets us apart, and it's what will get you to stop watching and start living. Every day we track over 8,700 stocks to give you a list for over 131 disciplines and suggested entry and exit prices for each, not to mention how much we expect it to move on a daily basis. Stop watching and start living. Get started today at arbitragetrade.com.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is a privately held market research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the content of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to be investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.